All right, just going to do a quick walkthrough of a recent launch that we did for pre-owned auto logistics. They offer car shipping services for all kinds of different groups of people and audiences. So it was important to make sure that those different personas got the right message and then guided them towards an instant quote. Right off the homepage, you can see that there are a fair amount of people that will come to the website and they already know they want to get a quote. So we're making it very easy on the homepage with this quote tool that was developed by their in-house team. It works great. And our role was to carve out a spot for it within the design and make sure that it integrated perfectly. Even though it is a third-party quoting tool, it fits right in with the rest of the website. We helped with the whole sitemap, making that a lot more intuitive than it used to be on the old website, which you can see here. So you can kind of see the difference in the design between the two, much more updated. Previously, they had individuals with a bunch of services and businesses with a bunch of services, and there was a lot of overlap in the services that they can provide to those different types of people, whether individual or businesses. So a big part of the sitemap update was adding a services dropdown to list all the services they offer, and then allowing the ability to tag those services based on the type of people they are. So individuals, military, if there's certain services that out of here that are tagged by them, those services will show up on those pages. So it makes it so you can have a bunch of landing pages for these different audience types and automatically show the services that are relevant to those types of people. So I'll look at this homepage a little bit. You know, we kind of have all the things you need to kind of guide people into the right section that's good for them. We have the who you ship for, so you can go in based on who you are. You can read some testimonials, or you can scroll through the specific services that they offer. And we have some nice blog post information, stuff like that at the bottom. All right, so I'll show you some of the templates because we did do wireframing and design of the key templates throughout the site. One of those being the services page template. So when you get into a specific service, you get that overall write-up for the service. You have a picture that kind of ties back and is relevant, in this case, luxury vehicles. You see the inside of a luxury vehicle in the stock photo there. Frequently asked questions that are tagged by that service. In this case, there's one, but then they also have a couple of specific tabbed content that we have here. So it allows for a flexible template because some services have more information than others, but this tabbed element made it much easier and more manageable. And we have a go to all facts question there, testimonials, and a feature resource that is relevant to that specific service that usually link into some kind of blog post or resource. And then on anywhere on the page, you can click get an instant quote, and that'll pull up a nice module, a nice pop-up window, so that you don't have to wait for a page load to start getting your quote. And at the bottom, we have a feed with the other services you can browse. Very similar template we did for these specific audience pages. So if you're in the military, you have a bit of a write-up on the left, you have a photo on the right, you have the tabs that can be used for specific questions to that audience, and then the services that have been tagged as relevant to that audience, and finally a featured resource relevant to that audience type. And again, it's kind of just trying to guide people down to get all that information that they need to make a decision to then contact this company. And I think the last page I'll show is I kind of liked how this resources page came out. They've done a great job working with their search engine optimization company, McDougall Interactive, to add tons and tons of content to the site. And once you get to the landing page of the site, you see the various resources, and this is currently in newest, oldest order. You can search all those resources by keyword or filter by the type, car buying, shipping, and you'll get a nice live filter of all those various resources, as well as having the ability from the drop down to get into some of those different areas. And we did the same thing with the frequently asked questions, which they have a fair amount of. You can search them by keyword, or you could filter it by the service types. Luxury cars, we'll pull up that one that we also saw was tagged on the luxury cars page. Classic cars, we'll filter it and show you the one that was only really relevant to classic cars. So we think it's a highly functional site. Works great on mobile, which was very important for this particular group. And if we go inspect, you can see how it looks on mobile right on the landing. You have that, still get the button, the phone number, easy mobile menu, the message, nice feed into the instant quote, and everything stacks beautifully. So a site that we're proud of, a site that's built to convert visitors. And if you need a similar type of service to try to have a site that's going to drive conversions, please give us a call.